Hello students, welcome to our video once again. In the previous video we discussed about we also finished um, the exercise related to the angles between two lines. Okay, yes, two straight lines, the angle between two straight lines. So on today's video, we are just continuing the another part of the coordinate geometry of class 10. That represents the pair of straight lines. Okay, so what kind of equation that represents the pair of straight lines? So we are going to discuss about that. So I'll start from here. The equation in the form of look here carefully, ax squared plus 2xy plus by squared plus 2z x plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So the equation in the form of this represents the pairs of straight lines. Okay, this type of equation in the form of this represents the pair of straight lines. Okay, so when we go through the exercise it will be even more clear. So for now you just only understand this. Okay, the equation in the form of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, which represents the pair of straight lines. When these type of equations we can if that type of equation can be factorized, it gives two linear equation. So two linear equation means a pair of linear equations. So that's why these equations yields two linear equation. That's why the equation in the form of this is called the equation which represents the pair of straight lines, because when we factorize this it gives two linear equations. So if we are able to factorize this, it gives two linear pairs, two linear equations. Okay, two linear equations. If we are not able to factorize that, then it just will be a parabola. Okay, it will just give the parabola. Okay, now so it represents the pair of straight lines. It is also called general equation in second degree. Okay, so this is also called general equation in second degree. So after that you can see, so this equation represents the pair of straight lines. Then you can see only the frontal part. Then ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equals to 0. Now these three parts are parts are missing. Okay, only up to this part. So if only up to this part is equal to 0, now this also represents the pair of straight lines, but it passes through the origin. Okay, since this line, since the equation in the form of this passes through the origin, so there point of intersection between those lines will be origin. Okay, origin, origin, that is 0 0. So this ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, that also represents the pair of straight line, but it only passes through the origin. So if you factorize, if the equation in the form of this, if you factorize that, you will get the the equation in terms of x and y, which is but the constant term will be absent. Okay, it will give the two equations line in terms of x and y, two equations in terms of x and y, and that represents the linear equation, but that equation only passes through the origin. So since the both lines represented by this equation, the both line represented by these equations passes through the origin, so their point of intersection will be origin itself. Okay, that you have to know. So after this, angles between angles between angles between angles between pair of straight line, STRAIGG, straight line. Now angles between pairs of straight line represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. So what will be the angle between the pair of straight line represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square? So we have the formula for that. That formula, that angle, let theta be the angle, then the angle is given by, you just remember this formula, that is tan inverse plus minus 2 times h square under root h square minus ab divided by a plus b. Okay, so if you want to find the angles between pair of straight lines represented by this, okay, you just use the formula theta equals to tan inverse plus minus 2 times under root h square minus ab divided by a plus b. Okay, this is the formula for that. Yes. Okay, so after this, let's move on to the condition for perpendicularity and parallelism. So in this case, there is no condition for parallelism, since the line will coincide with each other. Okay, they will intersect with each other, and in the other hand, they will just, instead of being parallel, they will just coincide with each other. Okay, overlap with each other. So okay, so parallel and being coincide, the condition will be the same. Okay, the angle made between those will be zeros in case of parallel, and in case of being coincident, overlapping each other, the angle between them, the two lines, will be 0. So in that case, so we will be finding out both the case for the perpendicularity and the coincident. Okay, so this is the formula for how to find the angles between the pair of straight lines represented by this. Okay, this is how you find the angles. This theta represent the angles, and this formula will give you the angles between the pair of straight lines represented by this. Okay, so after this, let's move on to the condition for perpendicularity and condition for parallelism. Okay, so I'm going to rub this. Okay, now discuss about, let's we know the angles between pairs of a straight line represented by x squared plus 2 as xy plus by squared is equals to 0 is given by theta is equals to tan inverse. You must understand, know this formula. Okay, you just revise this formula: h squared minus ab under root divided by a plus b. So this gives the angles between the pair of straight line represented by this equation. Okay, or you can also write, if tan inverse is moved to this side, then it will become tan theta is equals to plus minus 2 under root h squared minus ab divided by a plus b. Okay, so we can see here. Now from here you will derive the condition for perpendicularity and condition for condition for parallelism, not the parallelism, condition for coincident. So in this case, there will be no parallel lines because they intersect, they will just overlap with each other. Okay, so now for condition of perpendicularity, condition for perpendicularity. So in case of perpendicularity, the theta must be equals to 90 degree. Okay, just place the value of theta by 90 degree. We know tan theta equals to plus minus 2 under root h square minus ab whole divided by a plus b. So this one is the formula. Okay, now here you can see theta is, let's substitute theta. In case of perpendicularity, the theta will be 90 degree. Tan 90 degree is equals to plus minus 2 times h square minus ab divided by a plus b. Now if you type tan 90 degree, it will be just infinity. Okay, so it will be just what? Infinity. So infinity, there will be plus minus 2 times. If you type in the calculator, it will just go math error, which means that is infinity. Now you can just reciprocal this. Infinity by something means there's nothing, means there is 1 always. Okay, so 1 by, now reciprocal this 1 by infinity. Now this also can be reciprocal, plus minus a plus b divided by 2 times h square minus ab. Or now something by infinity, that is equals to 0. Okay, plus minus a plus b divided by 2 times under root h square minus ab. Or now you just when you multiply this with this, it will all convert into 0. So this also, here a plus b equals to 0. So no need to simplify this. I'm just showing how it is. So how it has the condition of perpendicularity, how it is derived. So you just only need to remember this. So the angles, the lines represented by the pair of lines represented by this equation will be perpendicular to each other, if a plus b equals to 0. So you only need to remember this. Okay, no need to know all this process. So this is the condition for perpendicularity. Now condition for parallel, and not parallel. Here consider condition for coincident. So here condition for coincident. So in case of in terms of in case of coincident, the angle between them, those pair of lines will be 0 degree. So similarly, so just like in the you just use the formula, tan theta is plus minus 2 times under root h square minus ab. Now a plus b. Now when you substitute the value of theta by 0 degree, tan 0 degree plus minus 2 h square minus ab divided by a plus b. Now tan 0 degree means that will be 0 plus minus 2 under root h square minus ab divided by a plus b. Now you multiply this with this, that will turn out into 0 plus minus 2 under root h square minus ab. Now this all will be when you move this plus minus 2 to in the denominator, it will just convert into 0. The remaining will be h square minus ab. And if you just square, when you move this root sign to the other side, it will just become 0 square. 0 square means that will also be 0. So h square minus ab. Now try to move this apart. So h square equals to ab, or so you should only need to understand this. You should only need to remember this. This is the condition for coincident. So this is the condition for coincident. This is the condition for perpendicularity, okay, between the pair of line represented by the equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. And this is the condition for coincident, that represents the pair of lines. Okay, so you only need to remember only this. So I'm going to rub this. This is how the this condition just we derived. Okay, so you don't need to derive this type of what we call that, this type of you don't need to derive this type of condition. You only need to know the condition. So you just note that, you just have to note that tan theta, angles between pairs of straight lines represent angles between pairs of straight line represented by ax square plus 2xy plus y by square equals to 0. Okay, the angles between the pair of straight line represented by this line is given by theta equals to tan inverse plus minus 2 under root h square minus ab divided by a plus b. One formula that you have to know is this. Okay, this theta is equals to tan inverse plus minus 2 under root h square minus ab divided by a plus b. And another formula, another condition that you have to know is condition for perpendicularity. Condition for perpendicularity, that is a plus b must be equals to 0. In that case, the pair of straight lines will be perpendicular to each other. Okay, and condition for coincident means overlapping with each other. The lines overlapping with each other. Condition for coincident is h square equals to ab, or you can also write h equals to root ab. Okay, so you only need to know these conditions. Okay, so other things that will be discussed while starting the exercise. So this much for today. Okay, I hope I was able to make you clear. So okay, in a profound way. Okay, if not, try to go in a deep by yourself. Try to look the book, and you get some help and assist from your friends also. It's better. Okay. So for today's video, this is this is the last. You know. Okay. So with saying that, I would like to end this video here. So we'll be discussing about the exercise connected the regarding this exercise. Okay, to with regarding this topic. So in the on the next video, we'll be just starting the exercise, whatever is that, in the next video. So by saying that, I would like to end this video here. And if you like my video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe my channel. And if you find this video very beneficial for you, you can share it to your friend circles and whatever. Okay. So okay. So I'm also feeling very sleepy. That's why. Okay. Good night. Sleep tight, and have